Hey guys, it's your boy Firefox from the Brothers of Steel, and we just have a short video for you guys tonight. I know it's a bit late, but Nintendo just updated their firmware to version 9. Now, this can mean a lot of new things for Nintendo Switch and the direction which they are deciding to head, which you will find out more about within this video. So, firstly, Nintendo Switch version 9 was just released a couple of minutes ago. If you have your Nintendo Switch in front of you at this time and have not updated yet or have not seen that update yet, or you have seen that update and not sure what comes with it, I am going to tell you now. So the first thing is they added a search feature for the news channels. So this is something that might not be very useful to most and probably very useful to others because there are a lot of people who follow a lot of different news channels on the Nintendo Switch, and it will make it much easier for them to search for their specific titles. Secondly, and mind you, this is not a very long list, so please stick with us throughout the whole thing. Secondly, they added a display QR code to check in to user settings. So you can display a QR code on the screen to check in using your Nintendo account, either from your mobile phone or a handheld device that can use the QR scanner to scan your Switch so that you can log in a bit faster, right? So that's something again that you would be much need of, but it is something that they gave us. So next, and there is something exciting that is coming up that could lead to something in the future that all Nintendo Switch owners were waiting for, but we'll get to that one about 2 points down. So the third one is the alarm notifications have been added to the settings and system settings and notifications. So that's I think it's like a normal clock alarm, like an Android device where you set an alarm to wake you up or that kind of thing, or probably to set an alarm for when a new game is dropping so that you can be up and playing it as soon as it drops. So you can check or delete preset alarms. Alarms can be set up only within the supported software to be added at a later date or later time, and a controller firmware update may be required to use this firmware. Right, so you need to probably update your controllers, or probably there is something new that they are giving us, probably a stylus or so that your system will need to update to interact with. And actually the next point speaks about that. You can now configure touchscreen sensitivity settings, and under that we have select between standard and stylus sensitivity. So this again is showing us that there might be a stylus like the Android devices or the Nintendo DS that run with styluses for the Nintendo Switch in the upcoming future, probably sold separately, of course. Fifth, they added the option to turn on and off the device system button input. Sorry, let me read that over. Added the option to turn on and off the system button input. Nintendo Switch Lite only. So for the Lite users who might be on this video, this is for you. When the setting is turned off, the system no longer receives input from the console buttons, with the exception of the capture and home buttons, and can only be operated from a wirelessly paired controller, sold separately. The setting is on by default and can only be turned off if a compatible controller, sold separately, is wirelessly paired to the console. The setting will automatically turn back on when the console is restarted or after returning from sleep mode. So there you have it. We have two more. Again, this is one that is probably the most interesting because this shows that Nintendo Switch is heading in a certain direction that we have been always asking for, and it is they added online play invites. They added an online play invite section to the users page. So if you go to the top left hand corner where you see that little bubble with your face and your friends, you click that, and in there underneath your friend list you'll see online play invites. This is invites from friends to join online play in supported software, which will be displayed in that section. So I guess games will be updating so that you can have or send invites rather to your friends outside of the game itself, to invite them to play a game that you may be playing. So okay, there has been the problem where you're in a match, you can't talk to your friend, you can't call them or anything, and you're seeing them on their Switch playing the same game, but you both don't know that you are waiting to play in the online mode or multiplayer mode. This now allows you the opportunity to invite your friends so that they know that you are waiting, probably in a Smash Brothers queue, for them to jump online without you having to call them. So they can see it pop up on their Switch while they're on it. Probably they might have a notification system where it can notify you via sound or so, and they will be able to hop on to the to the game that you're playing. Now this preludes what I believe would be the addition of lobbies to the Nintendo Switch, just like the PS4 has and other gaming systems, Xbox and such. They have lobbies where you can invite your group of players to join a specific lobby before you enter games or before you enter online matches, so that you all will be placed in the same queue and not in different queues, hoping that you get into the same match. So that is one thing that is very interesting about this version 9 update, amongst other small updates. And the last one is the general system stability improvements to enhance the user's experience. So this is resolve an issue where some users can't start the Fire Emblem Three Houses game and get an error instead. So this is specific to those who have picked up the Fire Emblem Three Houses game, which I haven't as yet. But if you have, this update fixes that problem for those who had or have been getting the error um, popping up while or when they try it opening the game. So this is it, guys, for what they have released in the version 9 of the update for the firmware of or the software of the Nintendo Switch. I hope it has been insightful to you guys. I hope that we do get that lobby area for our games or for the Switch on a whole. This was your boy Firefox from the Birds of Steel. Peace out until next time.